Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. The best season of all time is behind us now.
I mean,
The
at least for the McLaren guys.
Greatest performances, greatest drivers, greatest performances, and the greatest driver eventually won.
I mean, we are looking at the greatest driver on the screen right now
Sure,
of this generation,
sure,
of all time,
sure,
maybe.
sure.
But
That was
at this point,
this generation, yes. Yeah.
but at this point, it feels like we are a Rick reaction channel.
To be fair, he is our favorite YouTuber.
Definitely one of F1's content creator goats
Yeah.
right now.
So yeah.
We are back. Rick is
Yeah.
back.
It seems that it seems like we haven't seen a race in ages. We're almost at the beginning of the 2026 season beginning. So
We have
before
already
start-
seen Audi
Yeah,
out in the open
yeah,
testing their car.
yeah.
Cadillac will be
Pretty
next.
cool. Yeah. So before we start the new season, let's just have a look at the previous season and how.
In 21 minutes, let's go.
Let's go.
A Formula One season! A year that has made every F1 fan go through all the human emotions, and so did every driver. They went through grief, happiness, regrets, redemption, while some just went straight to the barrier. But those things have made F1
Do you think they should have given
Dohan, some more time.
yeah, some more
for
time.
sure. Yeah.
2 races? You got 2 races, 3 races?
No, I think it was more than that.
I think it was just 3 races.
I think Lawson got 2 races.
Yeah, Lawson got 2.
Yeah, then he got
was,
demoted.
Then was Royal.
Yeah, I think he got a few races.
Okay, I think it was just 3 races.
Right.
And then he was gone. What is this?
this year best described as a roller coaster. That, ladies and gentlemen, I've actually created one for this video, and I call it the Heart Attack Express. Recapping all 24 race weekends, and with no bullshitting, I'm just gonna get straight into it. The ride starts by climbing and climbing. Because before the season even started, we already had 6 new rookies coming in. Hulkenberg to Sauber, Sainz to Williams. But as the coaster reaches the top, we have Lewis Hamilton joining Ferrari. And this was hype. The pictures of Lewis and Maranello testing the car, him and Charles together, they were oozing aura. But let's not forget, they're wearing red. What's coming next is inevitable, because F1 in 2025 starts with Ferrari Disaster Class. F1's first race was finally back in the land down
The
under,
best.
and when it started raining, almost all the rookies crashed, while Ferrari said that Charles Leclerc's wet seats
Must be the water.
and Lewis Hamilton's engineer was an annoying prick.
P1 may have to close. P1 available. The P1 for practice.
If Ricardo Adami said that many Ks in another context, I think he was part of a clan with pointy hats, going by the name of Ricardo Adami, who's known for ordering Lewis around. And McLaren also fumbled. Oscar almost DNF'd, but with his indomitable Aussie spirit, he pushed through. And as soon as F1's second race, China, Ni hao, Liam Lawson immediately fails to survive as Max Verstappen's teammate, while Ferrari receives a double DNF. So the season was already off to a bad start for most people. Hajar cried after a crash, and Carlos was in a Williams. And other teams continued to get cooked. Jack Doohan threw his car out of existence and his F1 seats just a week later in Japan, making Alpine's total of 10 fans beyond depressed.
Japan was the third race.
This was. Oh, he did it in
Australia,
Japan.
China, and
Oh, I
Japan.
thought he
Yeah.
was still talking about China. For
Yeah.
some reason. Never mind. Yeah, so 3 races.
Yeah,
exactly.
3 races.
But while that was happening, one man was cooking, and it was the pastry himself.
Baby.
Oscar Piastri wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. Piastri powers by. Extraordinary stuff from the Australian. Oscar Piastri wins. Oscar Piastri wins. The Australian is a Grand Prix winner.
After Australia, Oscar won in China, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, taking the championship lead in just his 3rd season, while Lando French kisses a wall. Then in Miami, after Lando adds to his bottle collection, Oscar pulls stunning moves that I just had no
For me, best overtake of the season.
This one.
Yeah. For
What?
sure. Yeah, because
What?
I've never seen Max being outdone. You tell me another one. And we'll.
Max at Imola.
Max at Imola, whom did he overtake?
He was second, and then after the long straight, you typically don't do overtakes there, right? So
Yeah, he went outside.
He overtook Piastri.
Yeah,
there.
but we have seen that happening before.
Just once.
Yeah. But
Just once.
this has more context to it. I know,
There was
driving wise, I get it.
If
That
you
was
say there
much
was
harder.
10 centimeter of space there, and the car's 10 centimeter, he took it.
I am
Like,
not saying that this was technically harder.
Mhm.
This was more of like a
We have seen
More-
Verstappen. No, I wouldn't say bottle, but be under pressure and fumble in other races as well. At Silverstone,
This was not a fumble. This was
he
more
locked
of
up,
a
right? He
no.
locked
This
up.
was more of a Piastri genius move because he knew Max would do this,
Right.
and he made him lock up.
To be honest,
I think
I've
if you
seen
don't
better
remember-
overtakes. I've seen better
Oscar
overtakes from
pulled stunning
Piastri.
moves that I just had no words. But in Monaco, Lando claps back, winning with ease, while Charles was ready to turn him into Swiss cheese. And Alonso gets his third DNF of the season. I don't really know how much more I can take. Then we had Spain, where Oscar flied away, leaving Bottolo Norris to fend off Verstappen. And he thankfully did, since the RB21 is as fast as the RB19, if Zach Brown was sitting on it. But Max is still Mad Max. So when there was a safety car in lap 56, he got pitted for Hearts. And boy, he was so pissed that he almost bottles the restart and then decides to ram into George. These two were already divorced gay parents in 2024, and now it looks like they're fighting for child custody. Who was the pregnant one? Don't even ask. But after Max's literal crash out, the season soon became Oscar versus Lando. The McLaren Civil War made the roller coaster swing left and right, and like a premature nut, Oscar versus Lando hit climax immediately in the next race, Canada, that no one still recognizes as Stroll's home race. I'm pretty sure Canadians don't want to claim him either, not even the polar bears. Sir, what do you think about Lance Stroll?
We can confirm we were there, and none of the fans were actually supporting Stroll.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
I think it was mostly Lewis Verstappen
Lewis
and
was
McLaren. Yeah.
a lot of Ferrari jerseys and
Yeah.
Red Bull
McLaren.
jerseys,
Yeah.
and also McLaren a
Yeah.
little bit.
But in Canada, George won out of nowhere like
I
usual.
mean,
I'm
domination.
telling you, Woody here can get a podium by just rubbing one out in his car instead of actually trying. But during the race, Oscar showed his racecraft fighting Lando, who then went for a gap that didn't exist, French kissing yet another wall. And off to the next race, Austria, where Oscar got warned by his
Again.
own team for risking an overtake on Lando.
Oscar
No.
feedback, the pit wall,
It was
can't do
on
that
us.
again.
And this was the beginning of McLaren's papaya rule drama.
The papaya rules worked.
Great, yeah, shit. I mean,
But before tensions worsened in McLaren, F1 headed to the UK. And from this point, the heart attack
What?
Just Silverstone this year was I think one of the most historic events.
Yeah.
Gave us Hulkenberg's
Podium.
podium finally.
Express was looping and birds are hitting you straight in the face. In Silverstone, it started raining and it became exactly like Australia. Ferrari fumbled hard, all the rookies just fucking perished, and Oscar was about to win until he got a 10-second penalty for brake checking Verstappen, who then spun out of the race anyway, and everyone was losing it. But hold on a minute, is that a green jelly bean in
Let's
P4?
go.
Nico Hulkenberg was one position away from a podium, and he overtook Stroll, denied Hamilton, and as Lando won the race, he crossed the line in P3. Nico Gothenburg finally got his first
Also, he overtook the Rainmaster.
Lance.
podium. This was the best part of the season. Try to change my mind and I'll smack the shit out of you. But next up was Belgium, and the Heart Attack Express is now going so
Again,
fast
great
that you
one.
just get
Yeah.
flung to the gates of heaven. In the sprint, Oscar had the win, but then came Max Verstappen, who stole the lead. But since Oscar is a man that learns from his mistakes, which is why I call him Mr. I Understand It Now, he remembered the move Max used in the sprint and pulled the same one on Lando in the race. But the week after in Hungary, Lando edged Oscar by just 7/10 for the win. However, Oscar strikes back again in the Dutch Grand Prix, earning a grand slam while Lando's engine shat itself and Isaac Hadjar got his first podium. And at this point, the championship was heading to Oscar. He had a 34-point lead on Lando. People were rejoicing. But before you think that the championship was just going to be between the two McLaren drivers, think again, because you can't forget the Lion himself. Throughout 2025, McLaren has had the superior car. Say otherwise, I'm also smacking the shit out of you. But even without the fastest car, Max was hunting. We're currently at race 15, Zandvoort, but let's move 12 races back to Japan, where Max stole pole, pressured Lando into touching grass, and won the race. Then in Saudi Arabia, he clings to second. In Miami, he was the reason Lando bottled his start. And in Imola, Max pulled the craziest move on Oscar, stealing his win. But then Red Bull turned to bullshit. Max had a few mixed races, bad results in Monaco, Spain, a good one in Canada, DNF in Austria, and P5 in Silverstone. And if that wasn't...
I think Austria DNF was not even his fault. It was Kimi just ramming into him.
stressful enough, bomb drops. After Silverstone, Christian Horner got fired. And why? Well, Red Bull says it's poor performance, but I think it's either the stupid power struggles, Horner saying that Oscar is his ideal Max replacement, or him obviously not being able to keep his dick in his pants. So with Laurent Mekies now steering the Red Bull ship that's filled with 15 holes, Max was still doing mid. P4 in Belgium, P9 in Hungary, the RB21 was nowhere. Its pace was being held on by all the spirits of the team's second driver. But unlike Red Bull's complicated management, but now we're back to Zandvoort, Max finishes second, but he's still 104 points behind Oscar. So for him to win the championship, he needs either a generational lock-in or for someone to have a generational choke. Max got both of those things. Immediately in Monza, he locked in, won the race while Lando had a slow stop, which led to McLaren telling Oscar to swap positions with Lando, which made Oscar fans pissed.
So do you think McLaren is biased against Oscar Piastri and costing him the World Championship?
You're asking me for an opinion there.
I definitely think he's cut some raw decisions this year. And
They were convinced Zach Brown spends his free time sniffing Lando's meat, and honestly, I can't even...
Where did he even find that footage? What movie is that?
Then Zach on this one. Max's gap is now down to 94 points. Then Azerbaijan. Max wins again with Lando in P7 after he bottled qualifying. And Oscar turns into a literal pastry in the race. Jump-starting, losing multiple places, and then crashes out. Gap down to 69.
simply lovely.
And from this race, Oscar started struggling. The generational choke Max was praying for came true. Fast forward to Singapore. In lap 1, Oscar and Lando had an incident that pissed off Piastri.
This is Vegas, right?
No, this is Singapore.
Okay, Singapore. Was Singapore the track where they already won the championship? Like drivers?
Yeah, they won the constructors. Yeah.
Okay, it was Singapore.
That he cut off Zach's radio at the end of the race.
Yeah, but if he has to avoid another car by crashing into his teammate, then that's a pretty shit job of avoiding.
Good race, tough race. Thank you for
But McLaren still won the constructors, while Max finished ahead of both drivers, gap down to 63. And then came the US Grand Prix, a tipping point for Oscar. After all of the papaya rule bullshit he had to endure, Oscar said, fuck that. So in the sprint, he sends it, collides with Hulkenberg, and hits Lando in the process, resulting in this beautiful McLaren double DNF. And in the race, Max soared to the sunset with zero competition, gap down to 40. And then we had Mexico, then Brazil, where Oscar was still choking. But honestly, it's fine. It's only his third season. People always forget that. That's how good Oscar really is. However, F1 doesn't stop for anyone, so Max and Lando took full advantage of the choke. In Mexico, Lando bagged the win, retaking the championship lead from Oscar, with Max finishing in P3, now only 36 points behind Lando. And then Brazil came, and this race was cinema, featuring Max Verstappen as the protagonist. And it starts with a wet sprint race where Oscar bottles again, so did other drivers, and in the same corner, Max suffers a similar slip, but saves it like a fucking G. But then the plot thickens. Max gets P16 in qualifying, and to make things worse, he decides to swap engines starting in the pit lane with Lando.
He usually does that every time in Brazil. Even last year.
Yeah, everyone, like even Hamilton did it, right? So if,
Yeah.
if you're starting 16th, might as well just get a new engine.
But it happens every year that he
Yeah.
struggles in the qualifying and then
Maybe he does it on
outslides.
purpose.
Yeah, maybe. He knows
he's just too bored, right? So like, might as well make it
Yeah,
fun.
and he knows this is his favorite track.
Yeah.
In P1, so all hope was lost. But this is Max Verstappen we're talking about.
Lights out and away we go. Pastri still keeping that fourth place.
Fortunato, the local hero, is stopped. He's in the barriers.
Pastri locks on, goes through, and he makes contact.
This was not a penalty.
Forces out to Ellie into Charles Leclerc. At the same time, Max Verstappen makes a move on Lewis Hamilton. Verstappen top himself up into now ninth place by the Martin into turn one. Max Verstappen is up into the top five. Make his way up into the top three, and George Russell could be a bit vulnerable here. He's going to have to go around the outside. Verstappen and does swoop around the outside. He knew exactly where he had to put his car. Russell made it hard. Verstappen made it look easy. Verstappen from the pit lane comes home to finish on the podium. What an effort from him!
This Stanley Cup drinking gamer e-boy went from pit lane to P3 like it was another Sunday church service.
This just makes me wonder. I think the worst enemy, or the person who's the most responsible of Verstappen actually not winning. Do you know who is it? Take a guess. Who's cost Verstappen the most points this season?
This season,
Yeah.
Kimi. Yeah.
Firstly the DNF.
And
Then
the second.
Then the race in Brazil where he held Verstappen.
Yeah.
And then again the bottle against Lando. Not a bottle but like a small fumble, right?
Yeah.
Just
Giving him the
costing,
points.
Costed him a lot this season.
But sadly for Max, Lando still won. So
And also, he would have been, maybe, they would have been partners if Mercedes would have switched Russell.
True.
Or actually, it would have been Kimi who would have switched. I don't know.
Yeah.
the gap increased to 49 points. He could have gotten P2, but Kimi Tortellini defended too well. I can see why Toto treats him like his own child. But before we go forward, let's check up on Ferrari.
Let's not.
Yeah, I think they're good. 2025 has been tough for Ferrari. They got a double DNF in China over an illegal car. Then in Zandvoort, Charles gets sniped by Kimi, while Lewis crashes by himself and starts saying that he's useless and a nightmare.
I'm just useless.
So that isn't obviously.
It clearly is.
And the nail in the coffin for...
You know, we used to make a lot of memes on Instagram.
Yeah.
about Lewis.
Yeah.
It's so easy to make fun of him, but also
Yeah.
it's just feels so bad at the
Yeah.
end when
Yeah.
you see him like struggling through
Yeah,
it.
he's 40.
Yeah.
What do you guys expect?
But also his fans are really annoying. That's why it's really fun to make fun of him.
Everyone's fans annoying. Lando, Verstappen.
Yeah, but I feel like Lewis's fans are just they don't have a sense of humor. They're very childish.
Everyone's child, like everyone. So,
But the like
do you, Do you think Lando fans are annoying?
I've never faced Lando fan. That's why I've only faced like mostly Lewis's fans. Maybe we have made a lot of memes on just Lewis.
That's why.
Like I get
you
it.
you make memes on anyone. You criticize Verstappen. You're gonna be a Verstappen fan.
No, but
on
like
anyone.
we are making fun of. I mean, they don't get it that it's just jokes. It's usually because see, like most annoying fans are the fans of like people who are really really popular.
Yeah.
Because you will get wide variety of.
Yeah.
But like you and Lando fans still won't be like the childish fans. I feel.
Most of them are childish. That's what else.
I don't know, maybe. But usually, people who have like a niche driver.
The fan base that Hamilton had previously.
Yeah.
That's shifted to Verstappen. Like his
I don't
fan
think
base
so.
has grew a lot over the past 2 years. Like before 24, everyone hated Verstappen. Now, because of his performances, obviously, he has gained so many fans that when you open Reddit, when you open Twitter, it kind of gets annoying when there's like even a small criticism about Verstappen, and maybe not about his performance, but how he is outside the car. And then like everyone just like if Russell said something, like everyone will start bashing Russell, or if Piastri said something, everyone will just start bashing Piastri. So it's like whoever the most dominant driver is will have those those annoying fans.
I don't agree, but yeah, whatever.
Lewis was while he was having a nightmare of a season. Carlos in a Williams got a podium before him. As for Charles, well, those eyes never change. And while Max was on his Sao Paulo mission...
Sorry, well, add a point to that before we went forward. Because mostly Max's fan or Norris's fan or anyone, like they are mostly because fans of their driving. But Lewis's fans are also like fans who think he looks good or think that his fashion sense is good. So they don't even love him because of his driving. It's because of the other factors.
Right.
Like also like Charles, maybe. Because he looks good, they are fans. So they don't even take criticism. Like one meme was about just how Hamilton shows up before every event.
Right.
Just dressing up. And they are crying about that.
And Ferrari got another double DNF. Same exact process as Zandvoort. Charles gets killed by Kimi. Lewis kills himself.
One time is funny, two times it's fucking annoying, you know?
Like I mentioned before, the universe always finds ways to balance itself through Ferrari. 2024 was amazing for them, so what comes up must come down. But Ferrari fans, this means that eventually it should be your year, guys. It's only delusional until it works. Or it's only delusional until you off yourself. Right, guys? Up top. Nothing? Alright. But now we can head to Vegas and Qatar, where the F1 roller coaster pulls you back from heaven and slams you on the ground if you're a McLaren fan. McLaren has been disappointing throughout 2025. Slow stops, papaya rules, strategy bad enough to rival the Red Clowns. Sir, can you tell me what strategy we're using today? And these two races proved that McLaren still couldn't get past their midfield habits. To start Vegas, where Lando adds another bottle to his collection, losing the lead to Max. However, McLaren then told him to start hunting.
You want me to go first? I'm taking. We're going to go get Max.
Yeah, never mind, he didn't give a shit. And then McLaren gets a double DNF for running their cars too low, helping no one but Max, whose gap is now down to 24 points. And Qatar was just as messy for the papaya fools. In lap 7, Hulkenberg spun out, causing a safety car. But instead of pitting, McLaren stayed out for flexibility.
Should have just followed him in there. They have lost all their flexibility for the remainder of the race.
No fucking way!
So then Lando finished in P4, ahead of Kimi as he failed to cockblock Lando, while Oscar was frustrated with P2 knowing he could have won. But McLaren's biggest concern was Verstappen finishing first, who's now just 12 points behind Lando. So finally we reach the end game. With all the stuff that happened throughout the season, no matter how much McLaren won, all roads led to Abu Dhabi. The championship was going to either of these.
Actually, we are recording this part again just because actually we had completed the whole video and we lost footage. So we're gonna record this part again.
Yeah.
So if we feel disinterested, it's not because of you, Rick. It's because we lost the footage and we are watching it again.
Yeah, let's go.
However, the tension continues as he goes for a pit stop, comes out, and has to pass Yuki Tsunoda that was ready to pull the greatest defense of all time, and it's already fucking over. God damn it! Perez, perhaps I treated you too harshly. And as laps went by, position stayed the same, so Max won the race, Oscar finished second, and Lando was third!
Won the race and won our hearts.
Yeah. Max, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But also, this whole season was actually a Perez appreciation season.
Yeah.
Because anyone who sat in that second seat showed us how good Perez's driving was.
Yeah.
Crowning him as F1's 2025 World Champion. A brilliant drive, truly showing his capabilities, recovering from all the bottles.
Oh, hell no!
However, Lando's championship felt a little off because there were still so many people that hated him, whether it's over papaya rules or his actions, and it doesn't help when his own dad said this after he won.
And no one remembers. I was trying to think, I don't remember who came second because they were ill, or maybe they did.
Like the guy who came second isn't
I don't know why, but I just hate his family.
I find his CEO, Zach Brown, very cringe. His father, very cringe. They don't need to be there.
Yeah.
But again, like some parents are just very vocal. Like I don't know.
I get it, you love your kid, but you don't have to like bring others down.
Yeah,
right?
and this is what actually causes. So they are not gonna get hate, right? But like this will cause more people to hate Lando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, his mom, she, even though she is not doing anything, but just the cameraman constantly showing her all the time, and she wearing the same papaya color.
No, you can't hate her. Man.
Oh my god, no.
You can't hate her. No,
I'm not hating
man.
her, but it's just annoying that they just keep showing her.
Yeah,
and
so it's not her
race.
fault.
Yeah, it is not, but at least change. Wear something new.
Remember? Who? Like your son in 2024? Zero class for a man of your net worth. I'll be honest here, even I personally preferred Oscar or Max to win, but I won't dog on Lando's title. We can't stoop down to the level of Team LH or Adam Norris. We are haters, but we're professionals. But to end on a good note, I want to list down gifts I give all the F1 people this season, starting with Lando, who's getting a 12-pack bottle carrier. Oscar is getting a How to Stop Choking ebook and a photo of his father Charles. As for Max, I'll give him a dinosaur since he was the Jurassic Park T-Rex chasing McLaren.
Must go faster.
Hulkenberg is getting a goat.
The only thing that I'm approving from AI is AI memes.
Yeah.
Need I say more? All the rookies are getting a warm hug from Santa. They all had their special moments. Lewis is getting antidepressants, gifted from Charles, while Waffle Brown gets the Cringe of the Year award for this radio message.
Is this the World Champion Hotline?
And lastly,
it's weird to say, but I'm gonna say it again because we already talked about it in the But yeah, like if you guys have seen the Lando's special day video that he just uploaded on his YouTube channel, you can clearly see he actually removed that part out where Zach is congratulating him for the World Championship.
Good on you, Lando.
Yes, mild bowel syndrome. The FIA president gets Creep of the Year as he literally rubbed Lando's hair 5 times like it's a fucking genie pot every time he sees him.
I dare you to do this on Lewis. Or I dare you to do this on Max. Or Alonso.
Oh, Lando, I wish that everybody would pay attention to me this year. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here, you little fucking gerbil. Like, this dude is so weird that there are literal F1 team bosses who have been to Epstein's Island, and yet MBS somehow looks creepier. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 season summarized. This year has been an amazing journey. Honestly, this channel started as a dumb project that I never expected to grow, but hey, I'm not complaining. So congrats to Max, Lando, Oscar for putting quite the championship fight. And obviously people will still debate on this championship, like if Lando didn't DNF or if Oscar didn't give back positions. But remember guys, it's racing. You can't use hypotheticals. Quoting from the man himself.
If my mom had balls, she would be my dad, so...
I don't think I'd say Max, you are now race leader.
What a season.
Oscar Piastri wins the Belgian Grand Prix. Lando Norris is the Formula 1 World Champion.
Okay. Yeah, what a season.
Yeah.
What a video, as always. Yeah. By Rick. Yeah, you should keep doing this, buddy. I don't know.
You need to upload more frequently.
Yeah, so we can react more.
Yeah.
Even if you have like a CEO position at whatever big AI company, you gotta leave that and just do YouTube, brother.
Yeah, full time. Sure.
But yeah, what was your favorite moment?
When, like those moments where Piastri was battling Max earlier in the season, that was few of my favorite moments of the season.
Or him crashing into George and then George talking about Max later.
Yeah, that too. What was yours?
I've fallen in love with Hajar this season. So Hajar on the podium and also Hamilton. Hamilton on the podium, that happened one. Yeah. Also Hajar and Hulkenberg on the podium.
Yeah, Hulkenberg, that was a great one.
And just unexpectedly, Oscar bossing the first half of the season was also like really good to see, because he was also consistent throughout in his not just in the races but also in the qualifying.
Yeah.
Even though the second half was bottled.
Yeah.
But yeah, a really good season.
Yeah. Like the last 2 seasons were really great. When you compare it to the 2 seasons before that, it was just horrible.
Max domination.
Not just domination, right? There was like, we were watching midfield battles.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
They used to not even show Max, right?
Yeah. We used to just show him on podiums. But yeah, that was the video, guys. 2025 was a great season. Hopefully, 2026 is also a great season. More teams, more drivers competing for the top position. And yeah, hope you guys like this video.
We'll see you then.
Yeah.
Let us know your favorite moment down below from this season.
And yeah, thanks for watching again. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. And we'll see you in the next video again. Thanks for watching. Thank you, brother.
Take care, sisters.